Dum da 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 da. Dum da 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 da. Hi everyone, how are you? It's a long time, but we're gonna do a talk on the walk. I have so much interesting information. Slowly by slowly, everything comes together. But yeah, we will see if it makes sense to you. I'm gonna take you with me on a few walks in the next weeks. I can only upload 15-minute videos because my account is not verified here on YouTube. Maybe that's why it's not growing. Maybe there are other causes why it's not growing. I don't care. The most important people are here. Not everyone will agree or understand what I'm talking about. Deep down the rabbit hole. But many of you are. And by the way, rabbit hole, do not follow the white rabbit. Do not. What is a white rabbit? It's a puka.
Just when you least expect it, you're on his back and he's taking you on what will surely be the wildest and most terrifying ride of your life. The puka, a shape-shifting goblin, terrorizes his victims at night and plays cruel jokes.
It's a demon, a shapeshifter. And if you think about Alice in Wonderland, where we are, by the way, we all came here, most probably through a black hole. And yeah, who brought Alice down the rabbit hole? It was this one here. And if I show you this picture here, and this one here, white rabbits everywhere. So pay good attention. I think this awakening is staged. I don't know if it is caused on purpose or if they knew that we are gonna wake up one day or another. But at least it's controlled, and yeah, we are surrounded by gatekeepers. I hope you know the signs. Most of them are wearing a hat. Stands for Saturn, the brick wall in the background. And if you are a bit more advanced, let's say like this, you also can hear them coding. I made a video about it. This one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. So, what are we gonna talk about? So this episode, the first one here, is only a little spoiler. It's very hot today. Almost 30 degrees in the morning, but it will cool down and then I'm gonna take you more often with me. What are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about, of course, time travel. There are some new members here. You came from another channel. Very interesting one. I have not known that it existed until 2 or 3 months, I think I found him. He's talking since years about time travel. Crazy. Connecting solar eclipses with it. Where I agree absolutely. And yeah, here I'm talking also about time travel. As ridiculous as it sounds, I know this by myself. I'm talking about the time travelers, who they are, at least some of them. Exposing them. And so on and so on. And yeah, in the coming episodes I'm gonna show you a time machine. I'm gonna show you a picture. You all know this picture, but they sold it to us as another project. It's a sphere where you can enter, shielding from gravity and from time. And by changing your density, you can travel into the future or into the past. You can create your own time span within this sphere. So just seconds pass by when you travel, or even years. You can control this within this time machine. We are gonna talk about, of course, Mr. T, who he is, some of his, yeah, I don't even wanna call them characters anymore. I wanna call them more variants or variants, however you spell it, because there's so much, yeah, proof. It's maybe the wrong word, but they show it to us in so many movies, like there here, Rick and Morty, a documentary. It's crazy. Or here, Loki.
Come on, please explain to me what the hell is going on! All I know is I got pruned and I woke up here and now I'm surrounded by variants of myself
And in Loki, a variant of Mr. T is playing a main character. And I'm gonna show it to you. It's this one here.
I'm Agent Mobius, by the way. This is the first time for me in the Marvel Universe. They first spoke to me about Iron Man and Captain America and even Hulk. I was like, well, you know, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
This one is super obvious. And when you mix both of these characters, you get Owen Wilson. As you can see, Owen Wilson looks like a mix of Donald Trump and Boris Johnson. Here's some more really good comparisons of Trump and Owen Wilson. These two characters are also the same, and a huge connection is that they're both actors.
I really like the whole look, the sets and the costumes, you know, let that do the heavy lifting.
I'm very convinced that he has a twin brother, the real Mr. T.
My brother. A twin. You were Fallon. The whole time.
No. We were both Fallon. And we were both Borden.
Were you the one who went into the box? Or the one who came back out?
We took turns. The trick is where we would swap.
Carter knew, but I told him it was too simple, too easy.
No. Simple maybe, but not easy. There's nothing easy about two men sharing one life.
And so on and so on. About this we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about Janus. Who Janus might be.
Janus, a Atlantean scientist who lived some 10,000 years ago in the city of Atlantis. Janus was a curious and creative scientist who proved himself to be one of the most brilliant and prolific minds among the ancient civilization that spanned many galaxies. Janus is the inventor of a time drive, a unique component that allows a puddle jumper to travel through time.
We are gonna talk about the Illuminati card game. Who is playing against who?
Well, there's lots of groups, actually, lots of initials. I mean, CIA, FBI, IMF, you name it. They. But really, they're part of the big two opposing factions.
Which are?
One. Some of them are really wealthy families. Their one thing is to maintain stability, or at least that's what they call it. The other group is Eisenhower's industrial military complex. And they want to maintain instability, so they say.
So you're saying that Group 1 is warring with Group 2?
Yes, at some levels they're at war. But at other levels, there's the same group. It's really scary. I mean, it's hand in glove. You know, Cold War's, Hot War's. Then they sit back and watch the whole damn show.
Jerry,
what?
Take a breath.
Okay. All right.
And by the way, we are also played. You, me, the conspiracy theorists here. We are played in this game. Look at the card here. We are very interesting for them. We bring them on other ideas of what they have to watch for the future. Then this card is played, very important one, the masks. Actor-based reality. This is played. Then this one here and this one here. Elvis. Many of you know who Elvis is. Not was, still is. And you see him daily in the news. And so on and so on. We're gonna talk about Connor McLeod for a special reason. Highlander, I hope you know this movie. There can only be one. They do not age, right? They are fighting each other. And if you have a look at this picture here, it reminds me a lot on this one here. And what have churches been? Where's the church? Let me show you. I'll try to zoom here between. There in the background, you see it? Here. This one was a Tesla tower, like this we would call it today. Before the pyramids, no, after the pyramids, I'm sorry, before the pyramids gave the power, Werner Siemens, I think his name is, I don't know, was on the pyramid and tested all of this. And yeah, after this came the churches. I think the traitors then took over, because if you watch closely, on almost every church the cross is a different material than the one that they used in the past. Yeah, then they put benches inside made of wood, doesn't fit also to the other material, where you kneel down in front of your Lord to remember who is your master, and so on and so on. The tower of the church, here you see it good. The tower is the antenna, the altar is the alternator. In Rome, the Roman baths, the water, the warm water is nothing else than the cooling system, a water cooling system that becomes warm, and they used it to bath. And first of all, you build the church, right? Build the power station, and after this you build the houses around. Have a look. Look at it. See the village? And then they made them out of order. How? They grounded them with the grounding wires. You know, the ones that should protect you from the lightning strikes. What else are we gonna talk about? We are gonna talk about the past war a little bit.
There it is, or was, like a storm at sea, but solidified.
By a bomb from an armory 1,000 times the size of ours.
And nobody to keep its owner's conscience.
This is the hell my forefathers used to speak about.
We're gonna talk about the computer system that we are living in, about the maybe coming war, why they do the war, why it serves the computer system. And if you understand this, you also will know, or you can decide for yourself where to go, where you are safe. We will talk about the QFS, the quantum financial system, why it will take over. Why it has to take over has to do with the quantum computer that they are building up right now. And the quantum computer looks like this here. This is the quantum computer, because now they are gonna connect the electricities within each other, where you, me, the programs, the data is living. They are making it more fast, so you and me, the data doesn't have to move anymore or travel from port to port like this here in huge data packs, and yeah, and so on and so on. So this was the first part. I'm running out of time. Thank you everyone for watching, for your time, and see you next episode. Bye bye.
Tried to be a good boy, but I ain't a boy no more. I've seen some things that a man just can't ignore, and this world's gonna see what I'm standing for. I've kept my peace, but I can't hold my tongue.